In this video, we're going to look at the difference between these two symbols. So the first one is like a round E, capital letter E. We use this symbol to describe a relationship between a member and a set. A member, we also call it element. So an element is in a set or belongs to a set. And on the right side, we use this symbol to describe a relationship between two sets. So on the left side, it has to be a set. On the right hand side, it also has to be a set. But notice that an element can also be a set itself. And but it doesn't have to be a set. So it could be a single element. So we can look at example. Say A is a member or an element of a set. Notice that we always use curly brackets to denote a set. And so, imagine this pair of curly brackets as a house or a room, and A as a person. So when A walks into this house or room, and A becomes a member or element of the set, we can only have A as the only element, but we also can have other elements, either numbers or variables and other things. But because the element, it could also be a set. So we could have on the left hand side as A with a pair of curly brackets. So we can think of this as one thing, a club or a group of person. And if we have another pair of curly brackets to represent the house or the room. So if A together with the curly brackets walk into this room, that will become a member or element of this set. So as you can see, A together with the curly brackets entirely is included in this pair of curly brackets. So we are still going to use the symbol, the belong to or element symbol. So as you can see, well, we could besides this one, we could have anything else with curly brackets, without curly brackets, it doesn't matter. All the other elements don't really matter. The only thing that matters is the one with the curly brackets entirely is included in this pair of curly brackets. Then we always say it's a member. So we can always imagine the outside, the most outside pair of curly brackets as a room, and then if something is included in there, walks in there, and that is a member. Like we said, the symbol on the right hand side, you can read it as a subset or contained in, and we use this it can only be used for two sets. So the first case we just talked about here won't happen for a contained, but so we can look at an example here. So like we said, whenever we use this symbol, subset symbol, it has to be two sets. So that's this is a set. And then when we talk about the subset symbol, we are going to only look at the member or element of this one. So we look at the member in here is A, and this A taking off, like think of it as a jacket, taking off the jackets. pick it. If we think of the curly brackets as jackets, and walk into another room. Say I put an A in here, and notice it does not have another pair of curly brackets, so it's only A. So it's kind of like A left this room and walked into another room. But in the previous case, A together with the jackets, with the curly brackets, got into the other room. Okay, so in this case, we are going to use the subset symbol, because only the member without the curly brackets are included in here. Again, we could have any other elements with curly brackets, without curly brackets. It really doesn't matter. So the other elements don't really matter. The one that matters is the A, the one involving A. So in this case, we call it a subset. So this is the subset symbol. So we are going to look at those two questions we have. So in the first case, like we said, 2 with the curly brackets, or again, imagine it as a jacket. 2 with a jacket walked into the other room. And imagine the most outside pair of curly brackets as a room. And so if the entire thing is in there, it's a member. But in the third case, as you can see, only 2 by itself is in there. So it's kind of like 2 taking off the jackets and walked into another room. Or you can think of this as 2 left this room and went into another room. So in this case, it's comparing the members, only the members, and so not the entire thing. So the member of this club or this set is also a member of the other. So we use subset symbol. I mean, in the first case, in the second question, of course, there's no set. If there's no set symbol, one is just by itself. It definitely has to be a belong to symbol comparing to another set.